All right, folks, welcome this evening. My name is Doug Gaffney, and I just so happen to be the president of this division, ERS Home Services. And I'm very proud to be in this position because I've been a part of opportunities, and just to kind of give you a little bit about my background, I started off with a career goal in mind in the United States Navy doing combat civil engineering. I thought that was going to be the end all be all, but it wasn't. And I found a calling in the area of financial services. And so about 10 years ago, I got involved in this area of financial services. And there was a big 10 years ago, the industry was a lot more different than what it is today. Over the last half decade, a lot has changed dramatically. And so we've all had to adapt and to change and overcome a lot of the adversities we've experienced. But at the end of the day, we can all probably say it's done nothing but made us stronger. I say that to say that, again, I'm very honored to be in the position I'm in because I've looked at a lot of growing opportunities within growing industries. But what I've realized in my years of experience as a professional entrepreneur is that you have to look at an industry that's growing. And as you can see here on the top left, it says you got to function and put together a business model with a different approach to create real huge opportunity. And that's what we've done. And that's what we're going to be sharing with you guys here on this overview. Okay. At the end of the day, the power is in your hands. So what you're going to want to do is make sure that, as always, you're taking notes, with a nice notepad and pen, because you're going to have questions, and we're going to want to make sure that each and every one of your questions gets properly answered. We're going to share with you tonight. All right. If you're an opportunist on the line, we're going to share with you how you can function as an associate, builder, and or an owner. But most importantly, we want to give you guys all a little bit of a peace of mind perspective from our client's point of view. So that way you understand and you can recognize the true value in the opportunity that we put together. Okay. So who we are is ERS. And, for a lot of us, we all understand that ERS, it actually stands for Elite Realty Services, but to us in the business as a whole, we understand that to us it stands for Early Retirement System. Okay, and what we do is we function within three multi-trillion-dollar industries, as you can see here: real estate, okay, mortgage, and insurance. But what we've done under one umbrella is we've created one business concept. Okay, we've brought these industries together in such a way to where we're offering what we call our total living concept, TLC. And I'm pretty sure each and every one of us on the line and those out there that we all know can use a little tender love and care. And that's what our total living concept is truly all about. See, what our mission is. Our mission is very unique because what we're doing is we're helping families buy that perfect home, find that most affordable loan, and most importantly, increase savings and maximize ROI, return on investment. Okay, we're offering offering families the ability to protect their home and ultimately protect the lifestyle, not just for themselves but their families and their families to come. Thus, ERS helps family using what we call our total living concept. Now, let me explain that to you just a little bit because when you really dig deep, you're going to understand that our core values are true. Within every associate or agent a part of ERS, we're wanting to bring value to our clients, service our community, and ultimately impact the lives of others out there, and for all of you guys on the line tonight. All right. So what does this mean in general? What we're doing with our clients and every one of our associates, just so you understand, is we're helping them, as you can see in number one, create a plan of action. There's a saying out there: either you're planning to fail or you're failing to plan. And I hope that no one's planning to fail. But the thing is a lot of folks out there are realizing they don't have an adequate plan. So we're helping them put one together, leveraging our total living concept. Number two, you got to protect that plan. And so, think about it. When you're trying to protect and grow wealth, insurance is a huge component to that vehicle of growing and protecting and nurturing your wealth, right? So that's where we're saying you got to protect your plan because, anything can happen between now and tomorrow. A lot of folks here, they want to achieve the American dream if they haven't already, and we're helping them do that or at least grow that wealth. All right, so that's where real estate and mortgage come into play. And as you can see in number four, gain control. Solar can save. There are many ways to create savings in your life, and solar just so happens to be amongst some of the top ways to create huge savings that you can reposition and put in different areas to grow your wealth. And number five, we want all of our clients and all of our associates to understand that building a legacy is important. I have a son that just turned 5 on Monday, and I'm definitely doing this because I want to build legacy and ownership for him. And that's what we're providing for everyone here with inside of ERS. So this is our total living concept, and this is what we mean by it. We're helping people plan with action-oriented steps behind it and a system and support of folks behind you to help you stay on the right track. Now, within ERS Home Services as a whole, we're focusing more on number 4 here, where it says, we're helping our clients create ways to save and gain control of their cash flow. Think about it. If you're occupying, you're living in a home or an apartment, you're paying some type of a fee. Even if you're staying on the street, you're paying some kind of a due, right? The bottom line is some of the highest costs we pay every single month are to our utility bills. And amongst that is our electricity costs. So as you can see, this is why we're in the business of providing renewable energy and energy efficient solutions within the home. So that way folks can help increase ways to save and gain control of their cash flow every single month, right? So that's why solar is a big component to what we're doing inside of ERS Home Services. Now let me kind of go into detail why. Because what's happening is there are a lot of things that are trending, within the renewable energy. As you guys can see here, the government is mandated, as you guys may or may not know, by 2020 to increase renewable energy by over 30%. Right now, we're currently in California around 23%, so we still have a long ways to go. But the bottom line is what they're saying is today, if you have not understood or known this, think about this for a second. America gets 90% of its energy from oil, natural gas, coal, and nuclear. Wow, how many of you guys would like to live next to a nuclear power plant? I know they weren't too happy over, years ago in Japan, and I was over in Japan. But the bottom line is things can happen, and a lot of this stuff is toxic. Our aging infrastructure demands refurbishment to meet 21st century needs. We're noticing that. We're seeing that. And each and every one of you guys are feeling that every single day. As a matter of fact, the sun is going out, and right now you're probably clicking on that light switch to turn on the lights. And what kind of energy is it using? Is it using renewable? But the bottom line is using some form of energy that you're paying for. So what they're saying in the government is by 2050, we want to increase energy efficiency by 43 and to make sure that all of our energy, 43% of it at least, is created by renewables, wind and solar. Now, this is a pretty profound statement, and a saying by Mr. Thomas Edison. And obviously, you guys know that he created the light bulb or invented it. And this was, almost over a century ago. And he said this: we are like tenant farmers chopping down the fence around our house for fuel when we should be using nature's inexhaustible source of energy, sun, wind, and tide. He said, I put my money on the sun and solar energy. What a source of power. Now, I said, I hope we do not have to wait until oil and coal run out before we tackle that. How long ago did he make this statement? And look at where we are now. We're finally recognizing that we need change. So, why again ERS and why solar? Well, think about it. This is the facts. The residential solar market is one of the fastest growing industries in the world. In fact, by 2016, as you guys know, we're in 2015 right now, so 2016 is right around the corner. By 2016, the U.S. residential solar market is forecast to grow by over 400%. 400%, a perfect storm, wouldn't you agree? And why is this happening? Because of rising electricity prices, rapidly falling solar hardware prices, excellent federal tax incentives, and also third-party consumer financing programs are making it easier for homeowners to go solar. You can see here in the graph here from 2004 to 2013. I mean, we've seen whopping growth within the industry of solar. And why is this such a common sense scenario? Because when you think about, nuclear or coal and all the different ways that these transmissions line, power poles put solar or energy into your home, think about it. It's as common as this. Common sense is this: roof and sun. I'll rest my case. So what's going on here is, Tesla, as you guys may know, is unveiling batteries to power homes. Can you imagine in the next half a century from or half decade from now where we're going to be, being able to store battery in our garage like a water heater? And if you're buying an electric vehicle, which a lot more of those are coming out nowadays, you're going to be able to fuel your, or not fuel, but charge your vehicle from the sun's power, all right, from your system. So this gentleman here is Mr. Cameron. He said having solar panels and a home battery in the future could be as common as central heating. How powerful is that? So think about it. The opportunity that we have today is going to be growing exponentially starting tomorrow. So solar is becoming as simple as changing your TV provider. And that's very true, because if some of you guys have maybe Xfinity or Cox or whatever you have, right? And you're going from a more wire or Ethernet type of a provider to, let's say, for example, you're going to Dish Network or Direct TV, where they have to simply run your credit and they put a dish on the top of your roof, and as long as your credit qualifies, it costs you nothing. They just install a dish on your roof. It's the same thing when it comes to solar nowadays. Now, from an opportunity standpoint, what's trending is this. The job market is even growing from this. The business opportunity market is growing from this. Solar is hitting every single area of focus from the government, and the White House announces a goal to train over 75,000 workers in the solar industry by 2020, many of them being veterans. This is powerful. This is powerful, folks. So think about your teams and think about those folks that you want to help develop and build your business and infrastructure. There's a lot of people that are going to already be in the industry wanting more opportunity, and there's going to be a lot of people transitioning into it. Now, if you want some third-party validation or confirmation, I mean, think about it. This gentleman here, Mr. Warren Buffett, he says it best: energy deregulation will be the largest transfer of wealth in history. So I think we're at the right place at the right time. So elite client experience. Let me just kind of shed a little light on our from a client perspective, okay? Because as we said, it's helping our clients gain control and take charge. We preach ownership. People out there are renting their homes and they're paying monthly for something that they'll never have ownership for. So you'll never have control, because every year the owners are raising rents and you have no control. Well, guess what? Think about what's happening to your utility costs. Every year the rates are increasing. Okay, so here's an ability through solar to take charge and lock in your energy rates. Imagine if I ask you, hey, listen, back 20 years ago or 25 years ago, gasoline was 88 cents a gallon. Okay, people are like, man, I wish I can have those days back again, right? 88 cents a gallon. And let's say, for example, back then I was talking to you and I said, hey, gas right now is currently 88 cents a gallon, but I'm going to give you gas at $1.25 for the next 25 years. Would you take it? More than likely, I can hear Chuck on the line saying, heck yeah, right? Absolutely you would. He said, I'm from Texas and I would take that all day long. But the bottom line is you would. You would, right? Because knowing what we know now, we'd be selling gas. We'd be selling gas. So ultimately, the goal is to help a client save money every single month. It costs a client $0 up front. $0 up front, because it's creating savings, true current and long-term savings. You guys remember that candy, now and later? It's creating savings now and later. All right. Energy independence. You're able to emancipate yourself from the utility grid, right? And 30% federal tax credit, which is scheduled to go away by next year, 2016. So folks are racing right now to install solar because they're wanting to leverage that beautiful tax credit. In addition to that, why are we different with inside of ERS? Well, we are because of this. Number one, Our clients understand that we do real estate, mortgage, and insurance. We do real estate. So when it comes to us providing you a contractual agreement that's user friendly to the industry of real estate, they can rest assured with peace of mind that we're going to put them in the right situation. Because think about it, if you want to sell that home in the next 3 or 5 or 7 or 10 years, don't you think that the clients know that we're going to want them to do that through us? Absolutely. Flexible financing options, competitive pricing, because it's not all we do. We're like the Costco of home services and real estate, mortgage, and insurance. All right. High quality and speedy install, elite coverage and warranty on A to Z. All right. We make sure our clients are covered. Now, we made it very simple for every one of our clients to move forward. It's as simple as step one. You go to our website, and as you can see here where it says, keep it super simple, see if you qualify. Because the fact of the matter is, as much as a lot of folks want to go solar, their roof or themselves may or may not qualify. And so, yes, there's a lot of folks out there raising their hand, they're inquiring, they're wanting to go solar, but they really need to sit down with a professional that has their best interest in mind and educate them on why or why not they can go solar. And that's what we're here to do. Once you complete step one and we gather some detailed information about it, the way you're using energy, the way you're consuming it, how many people you have in a household, your roof, is it structurally, does it have structural integrity to maintain the solar for a 25-year period of time or longer? We evaluate that and we provide what we call a proposal. Okay, this is a proposed plan that's going to provide you details of how the solar is going to affect your home in a savings and positive way. Unless we can help you save money, we cannot allow a client to go solar. That's our rule of thumb. Okay. Now, you also have an elite client experience as far as, we pair you with a professional, what we call a CFA, certified field trainer. Okay, I'm sorry, certified field associate. Okay, and they're going to assist our clients through the process from A to Z. Because at the end of the day, you need a professional, number one, as you can see here, consultation. All right, so our install partners and ourselves are going to walk you through the process of, consult with you to make sure all is good. Number two, you're going to go through a proposed agreement. Okay, we're going to make sure all is explained in detail as far as a contract from A to Z, so it's clear and concise, and you're understanding exactly what the client is getting into. Right. Number three, design and installation. We're going to, submit the engineering drawings to your city. All right, and get the permit, and then we're going to perform the installation. Now, this can take some time. This can take some time. It can take anywhere from 3 weeks to 3 months. But the bottom line is we're going to have a certified field associate maintaining effective communication with our client from A to Z. All right. Number four, you're going to get inspection and net metering from the city building department. It's going to inspect the system and all the electrical to make sure everything is competently and effectively installed. And then voila, you're going to get permission to operate, and you're going to be able to create savings, and it's going to be monitored, warranted, and insured. As you can see here, here are some professional installs that have taken place with us. As you can see, here's me on top of a roof. Yes, I'm the president. I get out there down and dirty. As you can see here, some of our other associates and partners on a roof doing an install, a commercial school project that we've done. All right, beautiful install, beautiful install. On a roof, getting that one done. And so solar is simple. What happens is what takes time is all the paperwork with the county and the building department, getting a permit, but at the end of the day, you're going to be communicating with our professional RFA or ESP, and that could be you.